Hello, everyone. So, welcome to the first lecture of Education 244, Introduction to Online Effective Online Learning and Teaching. I'm your instructor, Andy, and I will be introducing some fundamentals of the course. And I'm excited to teach the class because the first time and it's my most excited topic about my expertise is online learning and teaching. It is a very fancy but important thing to talk about. Yes. So this is gonna be lecture one, some introduction to the course. So first of all, I want to say welcome to Education 244, Introduction to Effective Online Learning and Teaching. Just make sure it is effective, because the main point of the course, I will teach you how to be an effective educator for online learning, online teaching. That I will teach a wide range of knowledges that you might use for online teaching. So more about me, I am your instructor I am a second year undergrad at University of Washington, major in American Studies and Education. It's my minor at mathematics. I'm passionate about education to making education accessible, equitable, and meaningful. Because education is a very important part of our life, and it's like a good education to make a good future in the job, while a bad educational foundation may be not bring as many good things. So I emphasize education and learning process. And I do have office hour for the class. It is 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. Monday and Wednesday. Or if you cannot make my office during the lesson time, you are welcome to make an appointment, and I'm going to post it on Canvas later today. Now, I'm introducing what to learn in Education 244. The first part is the foundation of online learning. Is like, what is online learning? And it's like, why do we need to learn about like the myth of online learning. Part two is the pedagogy of online learning and teaching. It's like teaching in-person class and online classes are two different things to do. And it's it's not as easy displacement. It's like we just move everything online. That is not online teaching. There's a lot more attention that we need to pay that to develop a high quality online education. Last part that we will introduce that what does effective educator means like, and you will learn that many ways to teach the course online effectively now and not losing any engagement or interactions. And this course, and I believe if you take the course and just read all my materials, you are one step near an effective educator of the future, that you can do it. And what to do in the course. We have 8 weeks total, and you will do 2 video quizzes per week. And it is assessed on G or U in the scale. You can take the video quiz as many 5 times before deadline, and if your score does not reach the G grade like a minimum, you will have 1 additional attempt in the following week. So if you didn't pass the first video quiz in week 1, you can retake the quiz in week 2. And 3 fascinating trivia is actually a test, but I want to make more like less like scary names, just to not to scare people off. It just says no the full E, G, and U scale. You can take the each trivia 2 times, and the highest attempt will count toward the final grade calculation. So if you take first time you got like a 24 out of 40, and then another time you got 40 out of 40, then that 40 count toward your final score for each fascinating trivia. Lastly, you will have a final teaching project. I will have the detail of the project later of the course. The expectations is easy. It is not hard. So I expect you to do all the assigned work on time and use the reduce wisely. Have a wonderful learning journey for Education 244. Now I'm introduced like how I will assess all the work. Education 244 will implement the mastery-based grading instead of a traditional, instead of like the older one, like over point-based. My intent is to motivate students learning. You will receive four scores on your quiz, trivia, or the final project is E, G, and U. E means excellent. It is you did very good. G means good. It's like G just like B level that you understand like basic the thing, but you need more effort to understand the harder, complicated stuff. And N they just need improvement or not yet. So it's like you understand the sum of it, but you need more effort to understand like the basic stuff. So it's like you're kind of understanding, but not there yet. For you, it is unacceptable or unsatisfactory. So it's like there's no evidence of learning, or you do not understand anything. Now we will introduce officially after the course policies, introduce lecture 1. What is online learning? Online learning is a process that does not require the presence in a physical location. So you do not learn a thing in a lecture hall or in a small classroom. And there are various type of online learnings and it's like online learning, they can be held in many ways. The one thing about online learning it is you can do all the work anywhere and anytime, unless otherwise indicated. Some examples of online learning, they're MIT OpenCourseWare, UCI Open, and edX Course Server or Udemy. Online learning is easy to navigate, convenient, and the more efficient way to get your degree compared to in-person like actual college or undergrad or master. Cheaper compared to four-year institutions, and even cheaper than the community colleges, because like lots of people, I think some people they may not afford like those colleges like MIT, Harvard, despite they have the competence. So other learning just contemplate their disadvantage just they can do all the learning online and they get their degrees conducted via online platforms like some in-person lecture or in-person education that do not like a post the thing online. They just like teach everything in person, but they just use like the online like learning management system as like record like your score, like this thing the announcement, but the majority of the course it is not online for in-person instruction. That is the main point of online learning versus in-person learning versus online learning. However, online learning it is not a downgraded version of learning. So there's no drawbacks or for online learning versus in person. And it's the same, but just different way to learn. And it is not hard to implement. And online learning is like the main point is like it's not unmotivated. It is like just depend on how you teach the class rather than just to say online school it is unmotivated. This is not true at all. The the issue for now it is people tend to avoid unlearning due to the poor quality. The quality of online learning it is uneven in our online learning market. Some online courses, their lack of structure, ambiguity, or it's like not useful content. And online learning is not promoted in our society. Some people just like online learning was not to be advertised because it is not actual learning. No, this is not true at all. Just I because online learning it is another way to learn, and not all people like it. Here's the fact: not even attention for the program of online learning, because like we never know that how to effectively teach online classes before the COVID. So people they may just think, okay, online education, that's it. That we're not going to pay it because it's not my business. Some of the learning they may poses the issues on education equity and accessibility because it requires the technology. Some family low income they do not have laptop or like smartphone to learn. So here's the problem. So online learning was it's controversial, it's bad, good, it's the same as in-person instruction. In-person instruction just require your physical presence, but online does not. And I think that is I want to talk for lecture one. So it's like what is online learning and why it is kind of problematic as of now because there's not enough attention that people maybe not be aware that we need to improve the quality of online learning instead of just to keep it okay and just to say online school sucks. I mean, it sucks because you never wanted to have it improved. So here's the key problem, right? Okay, thank you for everyone just watching this first lecture. And your first and the first video quiz is due this Tuesday. And make sure to abide the course policy that and just do it on time. And I will make more policy on this video on this videos on this like works and to make sure if you and I want to emphasize on those like the work. If you do not make initial attempt, that I am that you will receive the U for the initial attempt if you do not do anything. you will still have additional attempt on the following week, but to be fair, if you do if you miss another attempt, then we must have like conversation between like how you can do the rest of the quizzes. Like, is there any concerns about my course, like the structure, everything? So if you have any hard time just to making progress of the course, please let me know that I will make a proper change to the course. Thank you so much and have a great day.